It really is life-changing living in a tiny house. I mean, we really enjoyed it. It really makes you think very carefully about the way you live, because whenever you get stuff, something else has got to come out, basically. You can't just keep acquiring stuff and acquiring stuff. So it really makes you live a more minimalistic lifestyle.
This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. I have something very special for you. I read those comments. You guys have been asking for tiny homes, and today we have one. I met up with Adam in this 25-foot tiny home that him and his wife have been living in for the last 7 years out in beautiful Pennsylvania country here. He's gonna give us a full tour inside and out, so join us.
All right, hey Patrick, thanks for having us on the channel here. We're out here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. We've got our tiny house here. It's a 25-footer. We bought this back in 2018, and we've been living in it continuously for the last 7 years. It's about 8.5 feet wide. It's got 6 stabilizer jacks underneath. It's got a gray system, and it's all jacked up right now. We've got our propane tanks here. It's got a 20-gallon tank, and there's space for another 20-gallon tank, although you could easily hook up a larger tank if you wanted to. But it lasts us pretty long, probably about 2 months before we even need to swap them out. It's got spray foam insulation throughout the entire house, but you can see it here. You really won't be able to see it in the main part of the house there. All right, I bet you're wondering how much it weighs. It's about 13 to 14,000 pounds. And yeah, we've had it here pretty much this whole time, so we really haven't moved it a lot. But it can move. It's completely legal on the road because it's 13.5 feet high and 8.5 feet wide. You don't need any wide load stickers or anything like that. We've got an outlet here, so we plug in our fairy lights out here in our patio. In here, we've got our utility closet. We've got an electric panel in here. I think it's got 120 amps up to if you'd like it, although you really won't need it. We've got our hot water heater here, really slim. Propane hot water heater. It works really well. It's been great for us. There's even a little light bulb here so that you can keep things from freezing in the wintertime. When it gets a little bit cold, this is just an incandescent light bulb, so it actually produces some heat. We've got wood siding on the entire tiny house. Really nice and thick, really, really well insulated behind that wood as well. We have a heated RV hose. That's our water hookup here. So we just plug this in the wintertime. It's rated for drinking water. I'm sure you know how these things work, and it's great. We just hook it up right to the house. We're just plugged in basically to the house, connected via electric, and this is just on a 20 amp breaker basically. So we get by on 20 amps, even though we could be on a lot more. We've got our mini split here. This is a pretty quiet unit actually. It's nice for both air conditioning and heating. It's a little mini heat pump basically. You'll see it inside. And yeah, are you ready to go inside? All right, welcome to our tiny house. This is it. And yeah, we've got some bookshelves here. We've got a TV. Space for lots and lots of books and things for storage. We use this as a mudroom basically. Lots of space to hang up coats and hats and all sorts of things. When you're living in here 4 seasons, you're going to need it in the wintertime, which we really did. We've got our couch here. This is kind of our living room area where we spend a lot of our time chilling out, watching Roku. Got really nice windows out here. We've kind of faced it so it's facing south, so we get lots of natural sunlight coming in. We got a nice view of our peach tree out there and our patio, and then our orchard out there with organic fruit trees. We've got our little mini split controls here, so we can just easily control the mini split either from the remote or just right from there. A little temperature sensor to monitor the temperature in and outside. That's our mini split up there. It's set to 73 right now, but it's really, really good, really efficient, doesn't use a lot of energy. Basically a heat pump. We've got a fan up there, really nice. You can control it and set it to both summer and winter mode, so you can swap it back and forth depending on what season it is to bring the air up or bring the air down. We've got our loft up here. You could fit a bed in here, and we did, but we never actually used this for sleeping in. This is really just a storage space for us. There's a really funny story behind this because this was built by a pair of acrobats, and that worked for the Cirque du Soleil. And they had this tiny little Acrobat ladder that hooked onto here, and it was a little too tiny for us. So we don't use that anymore. We use a little extension ladder just to get up there that we just bring in and out, which is a pretty easy way to get up there. We have a little folding kitchen table. It has two folds that come out just so we can kind of change it for whatever use we need, basically. But this is where we eat all our meals, and this is where we're hanging out a lot. This is a cubic mini Grizzly wood stove. These are designed for tiny houses and sailboats, basically. We could see we've been using it, and this thing gets really toasty when it gets fired up. Since this is a really well-insulated house with spray foam insulation, it doesn't really take long for this thing to really get cranking and fired up. We've got a little fan here. This is just powered by the heat, so there's no electricity in this. And as soon as this warms up enough, this will start to spin and kind of radiate that heat out, so it's not just sticking around the wood stove. We have a piece of metal flashing here that's basically designed to keep, it's like a heat shield that will keep the heat away from our TV and other things so that we're not damaging anything with our wood stove. This is also flashing that you can get from Cubic Mini. So all this came with the stove when we installed it. You can see it goes right through the roof there. And yeah, we've got lots of windows on the north side here as well. Lots of windows on the south side. We love all the windows, all the lighting in this house. It's really, really nice. Got a nice kitchen window here. This is our sink. In fact, the water's running right now. You can hear that hot water heater kicking in too. And we even have a little nozzle that comes out like that. You can control it. We actually have a really cool item that my wife insisted on getting, and I have to admit she was right. We really, really use this a lot. And this is our dishwasher here. This is a little countertop dishwasher. It didn't come with the house. We added it in. It just sits on the countertop, so it can be easily removed or moved to a different location if you want. There's a drain around back that you can just pop into the sink when you use it. You can fill it from the top, which is what we did, or it actually has the fittings where you can actually plumb it in directly if you really want to. Nice shelf storage here for storing plates and cups, any kind of thing you want. There's actually a kind of whole house filter that moves the air back and forth. And yeah, more shelving over here. We got our microwave that we've set up over here. Little microwave, but it works great. This is where we would store our tea and a lot of our food items. And we have cast iron pans that we hang here, although there's only one right now. We've got our propane range here. It's got our propane burners. There's one there. There's a big one. Really nice propane heat. Then we've got a propane oven as well for cooking. You can fit a pretty good size chicken in there, or even a small turkey. I've got drawers for storage. This is a false one, but there's 2 drawers here, and then 3 cupboards here. For under sink storage, we'd store various things in there, including food items. We've got under the stair storage here, lots of storage in here. It's actually a screen that goes on our tiny house too in the summertime, so we can create a nice screen door. And then our pantry is in here, lots of storage for food items. We could store quite a bit in there. There's even a little step we made for our cat who's got arthritis to get up into the bed easier, and it's actually a little bit of extra storage as a result. We've got a nice fridge and freezer combo. It's full size. It's got a lot of room in it in the freezer. We're kind of in transition right now. We're actually selling this right now. So we're not in it currently, but we were in this up until just a couple weeks ago. So we just turned the fridge off, but it works great. Keeps everything nice and cold. One thing we really like about this tiny house and the way it was designed is that we've got these handles here. So it's really nice for getting up and down. Especially getting down, you really need those handles to make sure you don't fall in the morning when you haven't had your coffee yet. So we go up here. Nice full king-size bed here. I mean, we have a king-size bed. You could fit a smaller bed if you want. You can see it fits in here really nicely. We've got little cubbies there with outlets. There's 2 outlets back there, and there's another over here. So actually more outlets than we need. So you can charge your phone. Got little lamps, a little reading light. Got a little wall fan. There's a window in the back there you can open up, and these windows on the side, it creates a really nice cross breeze in the summertime. We have this kind of foam padding so that when you're on your knees like I am right now, you're not destroying your knees in the process as you get up here. What's really nice is I'm 5'8", and you can see, someone who's much taller could lay in bed and they're never going to have to worry about hitting their head. So it's a nice height here, really roomy up top here. And even when you're standing on the last stair, you can see that I'm not even really close to hitting my head here. Maybe if you were a little taller, you might have to duck getting in there, but for me, it's been great. You can see, just grab these handles as you're coming down. And all right, shall we go into the bathroom? All right, here we are. So this is our bathroom area. We've got our, this is basically our wardrobe areas where we keep our clothes. You can keep hangers on either side, kind of for two people. Underneath, we never use this because we have a main house nearby.